Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome to this wonderful family. My name is Tofumi, and this is my channel where I discuss relationships, faith, lifestyle, and everything and anything that revolves around my life. Basically, these are three major things that revolves around my life, that my life evolves around at the moment. So this is just me documenting myself and hoping that this helps someone out there. Anyways, to my OG subscribers, welcome back. New subscribers, subscribe and join the family. Anyways, in this video, you must have seen the thumbnail, and I feel like this topic is not too dicey, but it might be a bit confusing for a lot of people, especially people that are just new in the faith, people that are just growing, people that have not found their feet solidly. Even sometimes people that have found their feet solidly might find this topic a little bit difficult to navigate because the ways of God are not the ways of man. But anyways, I'm here to help in my own little knowledge, as helped and assisted by the Holy Spirit. This is not from me. Take it from me. I'm just a vessel. Just take it from me like that. So in this video, I'm just talking about how to hear God about a partner. First of all, let me just say that I know that the first time I came across hearing God about a partner was people saying, oh, I saw a name in the Bible. And I'm like, okay, what was somebody that is bearing Folashade? Because, and the answer the person gave me was, most times you just see their Christian name in the Bible. And the next question I asked the person was, I do not have a Christian name. I don't have a name that is inside the Bible. Well, maybe my first name, but my first name is more or less like you have to turn it into something else before it can become a name in the Bible. So does that mean that nobody's going to find me? No, that does not mean that nobody's going to find me. Some people say that they dream and God is going to tell them their partner's name. If God now tells you Shade in the dream, I'm sorry to watch Shade, your name just keep coming to my mind. If God now tells you Shade, how many Shade do you want to meet in this life that you are going to say, okay? So that means that if you keep meeting a new Shade every month, you are going to keep going back to ask God that, God, oh, there's a new Shade in town. Oh. It's not going to work like that. It's not gonna work. So, and there are people that say that they hear the names, they see the person, and they see the person around, and just hear God telling them that go and meet Sister Shade, that is your wife. No, sometimes it works like that. Like I said earlier, that the ways of God are not the ways of man. But in this video, I'm just going to debunk some myths and tell you how you can hear God, how you can hear from God about your partner. The first thing I'm going to say, first of all, let's not deceive ourselves. If you've not been hearing God about any other thing before, and it's not that you want to choose partner, that you want to hear God. Seriously? Oh, really? Seriously? If you feel like God is too small to be invested in every other area of your life, but now that you want to marry, you don't want to miss it, which is a very, very valid reason. But now it is not that you think that you want to start hearing God. You do not have the experience. So how do you want to hear God? Or do you want to go to all these affairs? You want to go to Afar and write like 15 names and give to them, and not tell you a shortlist 5 for you and give you? All these fake pastors and fake prophets and what have you. It's not going to work like that. So first of all, if you are not married yet and you're looking to hear God about a partner, I would say that you have to start talking to God about the thing that you think are the smallest things. Talk to God about them right now, so that you build a culture of having conversations and communicating with God, so that when the time comes, you will not be confused. Because like I said in my last video, that the devil is very, very wise. Yoruba people say that Eshugboni Rantie. The devil is very, very wise for my non-Yoruba speakers. The devil is very, very there's this word I'm looking for. The devil is very, very manipulative. The devil knows how to manipulate you. The devil knows that this is what you are waiting to hear God about, and this is what is going to put in your mind. And like I mentioned in my last video, that if you are attracted to somebody already and you're obsessed over the person, the devil is going to come and concrete and cement everything that you already have in your heart and say, that's in that, and you think it's God, because you are not used to hearing God speak per time. Point number 2 is, do not box God into a corner and say, God, as I'm about to sleep, I want to dream about me and my wife. So what if he wants to tell you about your wife while you are praying? What if he wants to tell you about your wife while you are reading the Bible? What if he wants to show you the person physically, but now you're already expecting that I have to dream and say her, and every other thing that comes to your mind, every other way that God is trying to speak to you, you are pushing them aside because you are expecting to see the person in the dream. You're expecting to see you wearing suits, and you see her wearing gown, and you're holding yourself. So now that God is speaking to you through even sometimes a third party and confirming what he has told you through the Bible that you failed to pay attention to, now that God is confirming, you're like, nah, I must see it in my dream. It doesn't work that way. Do not box God into a corner. Again, it goes back to point 1, that know how to communicate effectively with God before it's time for you to choose a partner, so that you know how God communicates with you. Because if you keep communicating with God part time effectively, you guys are having like normal conversations, you are used to being in his presence, you are used to his presence communicating with you, then you know that you cannot box God into one place. God doesn't always speak to you through one means. It's not just by, this is the means that God speaks to me. No. Most of us have a how do I say, a prominent way that God speaks to us, but that does not mean that it doesn't use other means at times. It uses other means. So do not box God into a corner. Point number 3, do not take 5 people's name to a pastor or a bada or an alpha. You see that I'm whispering, I don't want to shout. But if you're looking to hear God about a partner, it's not by that too. And if you're looking to hear God about a partner, but you are not supposed to have options. You're not supposed to have like 100 names and you will have a shortlisting till they pick one. Because this thing about having a partner, you have to have a personal conviction. God has to tell you by himself that, okay, I am in this journey. And this is me saying that you can go ahead. So that when you enter it and I see troubles and tribulations, because trials are going to come. That's the standard. Trying times are going to come. Worst days are going to come. For better, for worse, it's not a joke. Worst days are going to come. But when the worst days come, you have the confidence that God told me to go ahead. And you can go back and tell God that, excuse me, sir, you told me to go ahead. So now, as I have gone ahead, this is what is happening. Abi, what do we do? Sometimes, so when God tells you to go ahead, he has already told you in advance that when you reach year 3, there's going to be a trials and tribulations. So when the trials come, you know that God has told me in advance, and God has told me that I am going to conquer. God has told me that it is not going to harm me. It is not going to destroy my family. It's not now that our father you gave to shortlist your name. Maybe the person has died. The person has even denounced their faith at the time. Maybe the person was a fake pastor, but now the person is not a real pastor. God has truly called the person. And what they did then was by Shakabula means they just found one Abido Shaka to give you answers. Now that they have changed their ways, they have to start speaking to God. What if the result they gave you then was fake? You now have to start patching it. You don't do it. Now, if you want to hear God about a partner, if you want God to speak to you about a partner, you have to be fully committed. The first and most important prayer that I always advise people to pray when you're looking for a partner is, let your will be done. Good. I know the will of God is very difficult. I'm going to make a different video on that, but tell God that let your will be done, so that by the time you are submitting yourself to the will of God, all of the attraction, we are humans, we feel emotions, we see people that we like. You like somebody, your emotions are attached to one person, and you are praying to God that, God, I still need husband, God, I still need wife. But when you are telling God that let your will be done, you are giving him chance to do whatever it is that he wants to do, and you are giving him chance to give you the best of his will. And as children of God, as sons and daughters of God, God is always looking out to give us the best, because this our marriage must be kingdom marriages. So when you tell God, when you pray and tell God that, Father, let your will be done, he knows that you are submitting to his will. In all humbleness, I say humbleness, English graduate, Jesus. In all humility, you're submitting to God that I want to know your heart. I want to know what you have to say to me, and I want you to give me the best of your best. That is basically what that prayer means. Let your will be done. That means that regardless of any emotion that you feel for somebody, regardless of any attractiveness that you feel for somebody, regardless of how much you feel like, Sister Joy knows how to sing so much, and it will be an honor to be our husband. Regardless of all of that, you are submitting yourself to God, that even if God says that it is one sister that is not even a worker in church that is directing you to, you know that it is the best of God for me. Another thing that I'm going to, what now? I can't remember. But another thing I'm going to say is, if you're going to pray about somebody, because God said this person is your partner, does not mean that everything is going to just work perfectly like that. No, it doesn't work that way. People make this mistake all the time, because people say that, oh, God said it's my partner, and then you just go ahead and do anyhow. It doesn't work that way. If God says that this person is your partner, that means that spiritually you guys are compatible. And God is seeing the future that, okay, you can work together. But if both of you are now stubborn, and both of you are refusing to compromise and make amends for each other, God might be forced to scatter both of you. Yeah. Exactly. I know the next question. Can God tell you that this person is my will and still collect it? Yes, God can. I digress, but I'm going to come back to that later. But if God says that this person is your partner, Sister Joy, now God has told Brother Emmanuel that Sister Joy is will for him. And now Sister Joy is telling you that I don't like the way you dress. I think that you need to just adjust like this. But Brother Emmanuel is already on the hill that as a Christian you have to look Like, you know what I mean? You have to look somehow for people to know that you are serious about your faith. Brother Emmanuel is not ready to make amendments. He's not even ready to even clean his face. But you want to marry Sister Joy that is all, I mean, she's on fire for the Holy Spirit, and if I'm physically looking, you know that Sister Joy is, even you yourself, you know that Sister Joy is, by the time I marry, people will see the change in my life. But you're not willing to bend to her rules. Not even bend to her rules. You're not willing to compromise a bit. Sister Joy, God has told you that Brother Emmanuel is your husband, but Brother Emmanuel is telling you that the way you get angry is not Christian. Like I said, that's how I am. What is that? Is how you are a child of Zion. There is no that's how I am in this kingdom. There is no that's how I am in this kingdom. You have to keep making amends. Change is a constant thing in life. You have to keep making amends to get better. You have to keep growing. So if God tells you that this person is my will for your life, and the person doesn't like some things that are right, that are normal, you can make compromises for the person. Even sometimes, even in relationships, sometimes you have to, some things that you are not even used to, some things that you yourself might not like, but because this person is my partner, I want to make compromise. See, relationships are about compromise. Everything can always be 100%. Now to the point I was trying to make, that if God tells you that this person is will for you, can God collect it? Yes. The main purpose of kingdom marriages is that both of you have to fulfill a purpose together. That means that your journey, the journey of both of you is similar. Your purposes are similar. What you are going to go through in life is very similar. You might be going, your ministries might be two different things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that because I'm a gospel musician, my wife or husband must have to be a gospel musician. No, not that. One person might be a gospel musician, one person might be a kingdom financier, but God knows that both of you are going to a same direction, similar direction. But if God now tells Sister Joy that Brother Emmanuel, Sister Joy that sings, and Brother Emmanuel as a kingdom financier, that you people both of you are compatible, and both of you are my way, and Brother Emmanuel now decides that now that I'm making 10 million per month, I don't think I can be dropping more than 1 million naira. Once I pay my tithe, that is the end. And Brother Emmanuel, when it was earning 1 million naira, it was paying tithe and was still doing some other things. But now that he has seen more money, he's already getting stingy and he's already getting greedy with the money. God can tell Sister Joy that if this person is no longer my will for you, because the purposes are no longer aligning. So if God tells you that one person is the will of God for you, it can still break. Don't think that it cannot break. It can, spiritually, it can break, because at the time that God tells you that this person is your partner, everything is aligning for both of you spiritually. And if both of you work together physically, that means that physically it's also aligned for both of you. But if there's a breach in both of these things, either spiritually or physically, it can break. And that does not mean that God lied. That does not mean that you did not hear God. You heard God. God was right when he said this person was your will. But at the time that you people are breaking up, this person is no longer his will for you, because some things have changed. And that is why when you hear God about a partner, you have to keep praying that, God, is this person still in your will for my life? If me and this person, are we still going in the same direction? Are we still going in the right direction that you wanted for our lives? Not as just said, God said it's my will, and just relax and sit down and say, that is the end. No, that's not the end. Even inside marriage, you have to still keep praying that God, this person that you have given me, we have married though, and we have given birth to a bouncing baby called Divine. What is still the next step? Because prayers like this at times, most times, can make the other person realign. You've seen it ahead that the person that was dropping 100k in church now wants to start dropping 10k, and you are praying for him, praying for more strength, praying for a change of heart for him, so that the devil will not capture his heart. That is part of purpose. But leaving it, saying that God has said this person is my way, and leaving everything like that to chance, you will cry all tears. Anyways, if this video has blessed you, if you've learned a thing or two in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Drop comments if you have any questions, or if you have any contributions or suggestions. If you have not subscribed, anyways, it is well. My heart still blesses you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.